What was your
Walmart.
favorite job?
United States Postal Service. Dude,
Why'd you stop?
I got a traumatic injury on the job.
Ah, dude,
Oh,
no,
sorry to
don't
hear
tell me a dog bite.
No, it wasn't that. I witnessed someone get killed.
Did they at least give you a couple days off after to just detox and process?
You know, when I called in frantic when this was going on, they told me move down and keep delivering.
3, 2, oh boy, 1.
Welcome back to another episode of Men at Work podcast. I'm Kyle Pagan, as always, joined by Matt Peoples. Matt, where are we today?
We're at Shank's, dude. Shank's in Philly on Columbus Blvd. And we're here, dude, inspecting the cheesesteak game.
Yeah.
We're keeping this thing pushing, dude. Look, we talked about it beforehand, and we're a little excited. All of our friends from the furry episode, thanks for hanging out, dude. We're happy to meet you. Happy to hang out with you guys. Me and Kyle were talking about the nerves that we have now beforehand. Oh, boy.
I'm actually nervous filming this podcast. Once you go like insanely viral, it's not fun.
Yeah.
Because you just feel like everyone's watching you, where they're not watching you at all.
Yeah.
You know, this one will probably I think we're up to like 15,000 views on the last episode. Thank you so much to our four-legged friends and our furry friends.
Appreciate it.
And everyone else who might not be into furries, who just wanted to watch furry content. We appreciate you. But man, it's like you have some like, it's like you just put all this pressure on yourself. Is this what MJ felt like at the foul line?
This is probably Michael. Me and you right now are Michael Jordan game 6 in Utah. And we're trying to figure out how we're closing this bad boy out so we can go home and drink and gamble.
I love it. I love it.
I mean,
is this our flu game?
This is our flu. This is even after the flu game, dude. It's us trying to hit that final shot to close this thing out.
Yeah, so we're at Shank's Original. Thanks for the people at Shank's Original
Yes.
for letting us out here. And if you are new to this podcast, which a lot of you freaking are, we're just called Men at Work. And what we do is we go around to different parts of the city of Philadelphia and beyond, and we ask people what they do for a living and kind of let the conversation go from here. The people of Shank's were really nice to let us on Columbus Ave right here, Delaware Ave right here. They were nice to let us sit out here and annoy their customers and talk to some of their people in there. So
that's what we do, dude.
We're looking forward to it.
It's what we do, baby. It's not all furry conventions and horsing around. Sometimes it's getting nitty and gritty with the cheesesteaks, dude.
Yeah. So what's going on before we get into it?
Same crud every damn day. I've been very cutesy. I've been very demure lately, as TikTok has informed me. Have you seen the trend?
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't really understand it. I don't really understand the internet now in 2024.
Yeah.
But I'm with it, dude. You want to do cutesy, you want to do Demure, very, very mindful.
It just bugged me because I had to Google Demure because it's like it's one thing to not know what a trend's about, but it's also to not know what the word means. Really shut me down last night, dude.
What does it mean?
I think it just means like when your girlfriend just keeps buying stuff for your apartment and she doesn't tell you and she just buys it and then she says, hey, just split it with me. It's $200 each. And then you find that out and then you're hemorrhaging money. And she goes, yeah, but it's cutesy and it's demure. I think it's something like that, dude.
What did your girlfriend just recently buy?
Oh, my God. Last night she put together, but this is the other thing. Like, I will say the balance that we have is that she builds the furniture in the apartment.
What do you do?
Last night I had 6 Miller Lights and I watched her do it.
What's she buying? What's she building? Like IKEA furniture, or are we talking like more complex?
No, Wayfair, which don't get me into that. I said you better make sure that's a TV unit.
Is that hard to build Wayfair? Is that harder than IKEA?
Well, Wayfair has a checkered past. Do you remember that time about the Wayfair
That wasn't
stuff?
true, though.
Yeah, well, you would say that, dude. You would say that.
You listen to the internet. You believe everything on the internet.
I know.
Are you talking about the trafficking thing?
Yes.
Well, that just got us demonetized for this episode.
Okay, first 5.
But you're talking about the whole, what was it? It was industrial-sized cabinets, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that it probably is bologna and cheese, but it's just like the prices were a little weird. Either way. So this had no kids were in this TV unit, but she bought a pink TV unit, which she was like, she hits me with she's good at it, dude.
You guys just moved in.
Yeah.
You got a pink TV unit?
Yeah. We had another one. We bought a couch, and the next day we were going to pick it up, and like only hours before, she was like, hey, I just measured the living room. It's not going to fit at all. We have to cancel. So now my living room is just a wide open space for fun-ass activities, but I would like to have a couch in
What do
there.
you sit in, like soccer mom chairs and stuff? Watching
Nothing.
like Love Island?
Nothing at all. I just lay down in like a starfish formation.
You don't even have like an air mattress or anything you can lay down on?
Nothing, dude. Dude, my roommate still lives with us, and he's like, sick, no couch. Cool.
What happened to the other couch?
We gave it to him.
But he still lives there. Give it back.
Well, he's got a new house now.
Oh.
Which I wanted to ask you about this. Are you like one of the guys where they talk about, help me move this Saturday. I'll give you beer and pizza.
No, I don't agree with that. I think after a certain age, you shouldn't be doing the beer and pizza bit because it's like, at some point, it's like, you're what, 28?
Sure.
How old's your roommate?
28, yeah.
Full-time job?
Yeah.
Pay movers. It sucks. I'm sorry. It sucks. But pay movers. And half the time, a little tidbit for everybody out there. Half the time, if you have a friend, your friend has a connection to like a Penske or a U-Haul or something else where they can get you like 20% off movers.
Yeah.
So try that out. Maybe network better.
Dude, you're preaching to the choir. The whole pizza and beer thing, I was over that when I was like 17.
Yeah.
I'm like, my aunts and uncles would ask me like, hey, I'll give you some pizza, I'll give you a couple beers. And I'm like, I've never done cardiovascular activity and been like, you know what would simmer me down now? 3 slices of a plain with a goddamn Miller Lite. That would crush me.
Carrying a couch up the stairs and your reward is pizza and beer?
Yeah.
Probably some shitty beer and some shitty pizza from around the corner of this guy's place?
Yeah.
Nah.
It's never worked.
Pay for the movers. It's just easier, too. Like, the next time I move somebody in the house, it better be my child going to college.
Really?
Yeah, like my dad and all. He had a couple friends that came down and helped out with us moving into college. And then you always all have your like 3 roommates that you're living with, and their dads come or their moms come and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a lot easier when that happens. And then you also have like if it's your first day of school, you have those other people who they employ who are like the weirdos ambassadors for the college.
Yeah,
that like you think are really cool when you first start, and then you like hang out with them at a party because they all try to like hit on all the young girls and everything.
Yeah.
And like this guy's a little weird, and there's a reason why he's a senior being an ambassador for freshmen.
I totally agree. And you ask that guy, and you're like, dude, are you fucked up? And he's like, I don't even drink. And it's like, oh, it's worse. It's actually worse now.
Yeah.
I will say, are you, I mean, like, that's kind of a good point that I think you're raising, is that the pizza and beer of moving people only works if you like hanging out with the dudes. Like, if I moved all day and it was like my boy, but if it's your,
dude,
if it's your pals.
My best friend, I might be a shitty friend, but if my best friend came and said, hey, dude, here's some Miller Lite. Here's some Domino's.
Yeah.
Have at it, dude. Let's go move this 100-pound couch with the steel frame in it because it has a pull out.
But if
Up 3 flights of stairs. Like, do you have an elevator? No. Oh, this is fucking amazing.
True, but it doesn't have to be Dominizi's, dude. What if it's like a nice, like, it's just some dumb Italian dude's name in a pizza?
All pizza tastes the same.
Wow, that is a scolding hot take.
I mean, unless you're like the big box stores, like your Pizza Hut, your Domino's.
Oh, look at you, dude.
And you're not like your corner stop. I think all pizza tastes the same.
Well, what's your go-to pizza? Like, what's your number one? You're a Philly guy.
Whatever is around the corner from me.
Wow.
Like, if I'm going out of my way, I'll go to like an Angelo's or I'll go to. No, I'm a big corner pizza guy. Give me the corner spot. I'm the same way with like Philadelphia, and it's actually works because we're on cheesesteaks today.
Sure.
Your cheesesteaks, I'm gonna get killed for this. Your cheesesteaks at your corner Italian joint are just as good as your Pat's, your Geno's, your maybe not Angelo's, your Shank's Originals. They're all good.
Okay.
Like some of them do suck, but most of the time in Philadelphia, you're gonna find a cheesesteak that is good or better at your local joint than you are at one of the joints that like they tell you to go. Like D'Alessandro's sucks.
Really?
Sucks.
You're calling them out right now?
They've become trash since the pandemic.
used to be. So they used to be good, and you don't like them now?
No, I went to them when I was in high school, and I thought they were really good. And then I went probably about a couple years ago, and I was like, this is trash. I'd go to the Chubby's place, I think it's called, across the street. I'd rather that. They have a bar too in there, so it's like
True, it's pretty
the
sick.
people suck. Sorry, D'Alessandro's, you suck.
They are mean. There's somebody
mean.
from New Jersey. I don't understand why you have to be so goddamn mean to me and why I get hard from it. I don't understand why those two things have to happen when you're like, what's the order? And I'm like, bro.
Yeah. D'Alessandro's is going way downhill.
But you don't think like there's an attachment that you have, like a cheesesteak place or a pizza place, that it's not even about the food. It's like the nostalgic memories, maybe. Like you went somewhere growing up and you're like, this is the number one place because my dad took me after baseball. Nothing like that?
Matt, you're from South Jersey, dude.
Yeah.
It's not like you were playing ball across the street from Pat's at Capitola Playground.
You have a fundamental misunderstanding of SJ, dude.
You played baseball. Were you playing in Camden? Were you going to Donkeys? Like, what was going on? Like,
I was
I remember when Pop took me to Donkeys in between drive-bys.
Yeah, we would duck and we'd keep playing, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry we ball like that. But I hate this is. I'll give you an equally hot take.
I'm going to cut you off for a second.
Yeah, let me hear.
My fundamental like childhood memories of food is like going to the Applebee's after like Saturday Mass. And playing those little cool blue game that they used to have, the trivia game on the TVs. Like, that's my fundamental memory. I'm so... I don't know if I was, like, something happened in when I was younger.
Oh, it did.
But I have so many memories that I don't even remember, like, before the age of 10.
That's okay. First of all, that is a tragically sad story on, like, 9 different angles.
Yeah, dude.
You're an Applebee's kid, which is pretty sick. I hate to say it. I was, like, an Outback Steak kid.
Yeah.
But the fact that you don't remember, there's like large swaths of your childhood you can't even call back on right now.
It's really all just based around sports. Like I remember vividly my team going 21-0 travel baseball. Shout the Montgomery Wolverines in 12, and we were the first travel baseball team, 12 years U12 to go undefeated. Won the championship. I remember going 11 for 11 in Cal Ripken Park in Baltimore.
Shout out
during
the boys.
during a tournament. I remember getting absolutely murdered by Newman Goretti in high school basketball by 40 every single time we played him.
Yeah.
And then we'd go to Patch Steaks after. Like those are I guess I just resonate with like sports memories and just everything else I've just blocked out.
That's pretty fair. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
But sports memories, I guess it's because you were probably good at them. As somebody, you're not going to believe this. I wasn't the best athlete. I have just bad. The only sports memory I remember is that one time I was playing baseball and I didn't want to play, and a kid found out that if you like run into the guy with the ball, you don't necessarily get tagged out or something like that. Is that a rule?
I don't think that's real.
Well,
So
it
like
happened.
so you were told that if you run into the kid with the ball and he drops the ball, you're not out.
Well, I was the kid with the ball. And I had
so
a young, small Italian boy run full speed into me, and he hit me so hard that I fell and my pants rubbed against the sand.
Dude,
And
you
came
won't get
down.
this, but you got Albert Belled.
What is that?
You got Albert Belled.
Well, did his pants come down and his ass rubbed on the sand?
Albert Bell, I forget who it was. He fucking hit sticked the shit out of this guy at second.
So it's a thing. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but he was still out.
From when? How long ago?
This is
was
like the 90s.
Oh,
I
well,
might
this
have
was
to-
probably the
I
early 2000s.
can't wait to show you this.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to relive it. I'm telling you, the kid ran full speed into my chest. I fell backwards in front of like a packed audience. It was like one of those Thursday under the lights games, and my pants came down and my bare ass rubbed on the sand.
Dude, get a
So-
belt.
Dude, I had a belt and I just had a skinny little slim waist. I was very demure. And
These are when the boys used to play baseball, baby.
bro, for real, that's pretty similar, dude.
Yeah.
No,
Dude, look at Albert Bell compared to that second baseman. But dude, that's just baseball. He's breaking up a double play. And Albert Bell was a huge asshole. You ever talk to that Italian kid who hit you?
No, not at all. He hit me, and then they didn't call him out, and then I had to pull my like. There's no way you could
They didn't
talk
call him
shit.
out?
No,
Did you have the ball in your hand?
not even close.
And the ball was in the glove.
I thought it was in my hand. I know I thought I caught the
That's-
ball, and I was near the base. I don't think I was on base, and he was probably on there before me. But I'm telling you, I got smacked so far backwards. The pants came down, my bare ass, my bare 9-year-old ass, pale, disgusting, orange, yuck, rubbed against the sand. And I remember I had it on my crack when I got home, and I was so embarrassed. But there's no way, and Kyle, there's no way to talk shit when you're getting up, pulling your damn dungarees back off, dude.
Did you have sliding shorts on or a cup?
No, I had underwear on and no cup. No, I thought the cup made my penis feel weird as a kid.
Oh yeah. Kid, I don't think unless you're catching, I don't think like below the age of 10 you should be wearing a cup. It's just weird.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, but wherever that kid is, I hope he didn't open a corner pizza store that Kyle goes to now. Little
Holy
Italian
shit.
bastard. Yeah, I
That's
got laid
awesome,
out.
dude. You had baboon cheeks from this like 9-year-old kid. That's awesome.
I got home and I took like my 9th watery diarrhea of the day, and there was sand in there, and I was like, "Come on."
Oh my god.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Speaking of mindful and Demure, your ID stone? Identity?
I am waiting for the message that says like there's been another data leak, but this one seems bad. Are you
There's
talking about the one that's in
every
the
day.
news right now?
Yeah, there's like for anyone that doesn't know, like the National Public Data Trust or whatever it's called, they're being sued right now or in an antitrust lawsuit. Not an antitrust lawsuit. What's the lawsuit that we all get together and we get like $2 from Uber off of?
Oh, like
Class action?
Yeah, class action.
Yeah, class action lawsuit against the company for apparently hackers got 3 billion people's identity.
Yeah.
And I read actually a Washington Post article, and they said, yeah, no need to worry about it because, dude, your identity's already out there.
That's a good point.
Which is hilarious to
Yeah.
think about. Like, yeah, no need to worry because your identity's been floating in the ether for 10, 20 years. The thing that I saw was like the hackers were only selling it for like $3.5 million. And there was like millions of lines of stuff. So people were like, this could be, you know, somebody's leaked data from 30 years ago.
Yeah.
It could be someone's leaked data from 30 days ago and stuff. Like your data could be on there.
Sure.
But like it also could be like a credit card that you haven't had in like 5 years.
So, but they were selling the entire bundle of all the information for 3.5.
So that's another red flag right there.
Would you ever want to know your valuation if you were part of that bundle?
I know my valuation. Check my bank account. That's your valuation, dude.
It's your credit, dude. It's not the bank. It's not what's in your account. It's what's in your heart and your credit score.
I don't even know what my FICO score is. I know it's good, so I don't really ever check it. But I always get the email saying like your points went down 2 points. I'm like, who gives a shit?
I don't know what that means.
I just bought a fucking tuxedo for $1,600.
Oh my god, what the fuck? Are you serious?
Yeah, dude.
Holy crud, dude.
Dude, I'm wearing that thing for the next 2 decades. I don't care how much I got.
You might have to wear it on the pod every single time.
Oh, by the way, you're getting invited to the wedding.
Let's fuck. Dude, what did I tell you guys, dude? I said if you stay consistent, you stay strong, and you bully your friend, you can get invited to their wedding.
I just found that out.
Let's go. I know that's Cass helping out.
I'm not gonna tell him, but Cheeto's getting invited though.
Oh my! Don't invite it. Don't ruin my invite with Cheetos invite.
Cheeto's your +1.
That's pretty good. That'd be
No,
pretty
it's
sick,
good.
dude. I might hook up with Vito.
Yeah, I can't believe you're getting invited. But you are. So, it wasn't my decision. I'm telling you, it was not my decision. I said, why? She says, she goes, yeah, we're gonna invite Matt, and we probably should invite Cheeto. I said, why? That was the first thing I said. Why?
That is very demure, dude.
Yeah,
you guys
very
invited
mindful.
me very demure. I don't like the fact that I know how you are, so I can imagine how your wonderful fiance is, who is a great woman, just being like, we probably have to do it. There's no excitement. Whatever, dude. We're in there like swimwear. God bless.
Better fucking be a good gift.
A great gift, dude. What better gift than...
What are you going to get me?
Continued teamwork, camaraderie, co-workership that has turned into friendship.
Nice.
And no, I'll come up with something pretty sick, actually. I'm pretty excited about this now.
Keep it in your pants.
It's pretty sweet, dude. I'll invite you to whatever you want to come to. I have nothing that's ever gone on in my entire life, but whatever it is, you're invited to.
Back to your identity.
Yeah, my identity. My identity, if I found out my valuation was like $2, that would hurt pretty bad.
I mean, it's probably nothing to like really write home about. What are you, like, your 20s?
No, it's not even financial.
Yeah.
I just would hope that they would like think about like, oh, he's a hard worker. He's a cool guy. Like if you come over his house, he's always like, do you want a drink? Can I get you something to eat? Like I want them to factor in other aspects of my personality.
Brother, man, you're in the wrong country. You got to go over to China, dude. You want a social credit score is what you're talking.
That's a good point.
He's a cool dude.
Damn, maybe China has it figured out. The social credit score, if you factor in like, obviously I'm not doing well financially. I'm doing a podcast out front of the water at a cheesesteak place, but otherwise, I'm a pretty cool guy to hang out with.
Yeah.
I'll get you a beer if you sit down. I'll get the first round.
Nice.
I don't play Xbox, but if you do, when you come over, we'll play it together.
So we're both not video game guys?
No, I hate video games.
Dude, how bad has this summer been for us?
What
Between
happened?
like college football being re-released, which is like a big deal. Backyard sports looks like they're coming back.
I know, yeah.
Like we are totally on the out. Like every time I see like a new like Call of Duty get released, I always get sad.
Yeah.
Every time like NBA 2K or Madden gets released, Madden hasn't been good since 2005 with Ray
True.
Lewis on the cover and the hit stick. But I do feel left out.
Yeah.
Like I never really got into video games. What I should have did was invented Twitch because I loved watching people play video games. I don't know why I liked it, but it was just I'd rather do it. I don't know.
I am the same exact way. I never liked video games, but as soon as I saw like Skyrim walkthrough part 1, I was like, give me that right
So
now.
you're more
dude.
of a role player game guy?
Like to role player. I like to pretend I wasn't Matt for a little bit because clearly hasn't been working out. But no, I'm kidding. I'm horsing, dude. My social credit score. I can't even talk like that. But
That's
no,
gonna
dude.
be a couple points down for stumbling.
Yeah, true. I cannot talk.
But yeah, dude, it's been tough to be video game guys.
What's your go-to when like a bunch of your boys are playing video games? Do you sit off to the side or do you try and play and like push through?
Dude, I can't even tell you the last time I've been around people playing video games.
Really?
Yeah, the last video game I actually bought was I think Madden 2007 with Brett Favre on the cover when he was Vikings, and then they re-released it because he got traded to the Jets.
Yeah.
And I think he was the Jets on the cover. And I went to Absecon, New Jersey, in Atlantic City to go get it. And we went outside in the most hood place ever. And I was like, I'm literally gonna get my Madden and give it away to somebody.
Really?
Yeah, Absecon, New Jersey.
Yeah.
This place is a shithole.
I think it's a nice place. Is it not? I thought that's like a shore town. That's a beautiful place, dude. Absecon?
Absecon,
You're talking about Absecon.
right outside of Atlantic City.
Yeah.
You think
I
Atlantic
guess-
City's beautiful too?
No, I agree with you. I'm on your team. with this one. I thought, look, I never went that far about getting a game just to immediately be charitable, but at least in retrospect,
Charitable.
yeah. Well, what you did was nice, dude. You got to pat yourself on the back every once in a
What are
while.
you talking about? I was talking about the guys outside the store, the GameStop store, stealing it.
Oh, I thought you were doing something nice.
No.
Oh, yeah. I guess you would get roughed up. True, dude. If I saw your candy ass walking out of a GameStop, I'm saying, give me it and stop calling it Absecon.
Some of my favorite videos are the ones where the kid's walking through the hood with the PS5.
Yeah.
And it's an empty box of a PS5. And these guys just run up on him, like smack, like show their Glock, and then like steal it from him. He's like, "Dude, it's empty." And then they're like, "Damn!" Like you just see like just the agony wash over their face.
That would make you more likely to get shot, though, if you like the guy who stole it opened the box and he's like,
This guy puts up a little bit of a
"Come
fight
on,
too, and you're like, "What are you doing, dude? It's a prank. Like, stop with the prank shit."
Yeah.
By the way, and we're probably gonna have to cut this because I don't want to sympathize with pedos, but
Okay, please, by all means. We were just at a furry convention. Now we were sympathizing with pedos. We're getting close, dude.
has the catch a predator content got out of control?
Kyle, we're keeping it because yes, it has, dude.
I don't need I love what everyone's doing out there. Like catch the predators, catch the fucking predators.
Yes.
Get these fucking scumbags off the street. These low life guys that should get the chair. Get them off the street.
Agreed.
Do I need Akon singing "Locked Up" when you get them though? Like I don't think I do. Like I think I just need Chris Hansen to come back and be like, "Hey, take a seat."
I mean, that's what that was. Dude, if I have to watch some foreign... By the way, there's the Vitali guy, whatever.
He's
and
the
look,
big one. Yeah.
obviously, we're a couple of big content creators here now.
Yeah.
Not to, starting to beef.
We're on
but like,
Vitali's level. What's up, Vitali?
First of
Calling
all,
you out.
if you're going to slap the dude, you better be from America.
Yeah.
Okay? First and foremost. If you're slapping pedos in America, you got to be an American dude. Otherwise, it seems like you're just kind of like fishing for gold.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like it made me sad that the guy who created Space Jam is a pedo.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks.
I agree. And it's awful, obviously. And again, pedophilia is the worst possible thing you can
give him
do.
the fucking chair.
But there is an innate human response to when you see a dork in the wild, you're immediately on the dork side. And all these pedos are the dorks in a Walmart being like, so, this is what happened here. Do you want to have to say anything about it? And they start running, and they run like dorks.
Yeah.
And nothing ever works out even remotely in their favor. So every single video, I have it in the back of my head that I'm a little bit sympathetic to these people.
And I don't. Yeah, and that's their fault. I don't want to be sympathetic to the
Yes,
fucking.
I agree.
pedos.
I agree.
But when you're getting Akon on here, and when you're fucking
You can't
right
get
up to this
Akon.
dude's face, it's like, could we just like get the cops involved?
Can we call one goddamn cop?
Can we just get like a security guy? Like,
That is a good point where it's like, I would never sympathize with a pedo. And then they were like, well, what if I made a list of a million things that would make you sympathize? I'd go, no. But then they land on one thing that's like, what if Akon was singing behind him and they actually were enjoying each other's company for a couple seconds and that guy felt like, oh my God, nothing's ever gone right in my life. Finally, Akon's singing with me. And then we come in and we're like, we knew you were trying to bang a kid. That would crush me.
oh my God! And what is Akon doing? Like, does he need the money that bad?
Doesn't he own a country?
I thought he owns a country, but he also might have evaded taxes and went to jail for tax evasion. So I can't really keep up with the whole Akon thing. He had like this weird investment back in the day where he was basically like, I'm bringing, I think cell phones or internet to the entire country of Ghana. I think it was because that's where he's from, or a country in Africa.
Yeah.
And like, I'm pretty sure he had like billions and billions of dollars invested in it.
Yeah.
And he was just like, I've got no fucking plan. So like, Akon's not the greatest dude. He's not the shitty pedo.
Yeah.
But he's not the greatest dude either. Like,
so you think? So you're saying Akon Scott's totzed the country of Ghana? He made big promises he couldn't follow through on.
Yeah, he's probably like, I'm going to bring you a Nokia. You guys are going to have Snake for days. And then he was like, by the way, I'm taking that and I'm running and I'm putting on a tour. Also, he went to jail for that Locked Up song was, he didn't know that girl was under 18 in the club and he was hooking up with her.
Great. I didn't even think about that.
Which I also don't think is right that Akon should have went to jail for that, because when you're in the club and you have bouncers that are supposed to check IDs to make sure girls are 18 to 21, it's kind of a slippery slope there. Again, don't want to. I don't know if he's a pedo or not. Whatever.
Again, we're not accusing Big Ake about anything, dude. David Akers, you're good with us. David Akon. But I will say, if you've ever been around a 18-year-old girl, the first thing in your head goes, that's a little kid. You can tell when it's a young child.
Yes.
So just head home, dude. Go back home.
Yeah, dude.
Throw on the new college football game.
Yeah.
Stop kissing kids.
It's true.
That's our big
stop
platform.
Kissing kids and go play video games.
Quit kissing kids. Go home. Play video games. Say the N-word on Xbox Live.
Unless you're Dr. Disrespect. Another guy.
Yeah, that guy actually double dabbed. He actually got double jeopardy, which he said, look, I'm doing both. You can't catch me.
Yeah, you can't catch me. He turned it on Chris Hansen.
Dude,
you can't catch me. I didn't do nothing wrong.
I can't believe that, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dude, stop making content around pedophiles, dude. If you're not Chris Hansen, stop doing it. Like, you're making me sympathize with these guys, and I feel dirty doing it.
Yeah, I agree. I will say my favorite cope that the pedo dudes have. Again, we hate these guys. We're gonna keep reinforcing it, but a lot of times they'll be like, "Look, I came here to meet up with this girl to explain what she's doing is wrong."
Yeah.
And then the go-to line of the catchers is always like, "Yeah, on page 4, we can see you sent a picture of your flaccid penis," and it's like, God damn it.
They always bring the shittiest alcohol too.
Yeah.
Like if they just brought like a case of Milwaukee's Best or like Busch Light,
Yeah.
I think some people would be like, you know what, that's pretty sick. But it's always like Zima wine coolers and like Mike's Hard. And it's like the ultimate like pedo drink. And that's why I feel like people don't drink Mike's Hard or Zima anymore, because that was like the ultimate, like, I'm bringing this 14-year-old girl a drink.
You're saying it's Little Mike's Hard?
Dude, if fucking White Claw ever becomes the pedo drink of choice, they're fucked.
I mean,
High
White
Noons,
Claw. White
Stateside.
Yeah, true.
If Stateside becomes the pedo drink, I'm going to be so fucking angry.
We're cooked. Yeah,
I love the Statesides.
Yeah, well, I can't imagine. First of all, they're so goddamn expensive. Which, again,
They are
Stateside, we'd love to.
Shit.
By the way, Stateside, please let us come to your place and do a podcast. But otherwise, lower the darn cost, guys.
Yeah, they are fucking expensive.
We're just a couple of run-of-the-mill guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is pretty funny to think about. Like, every single one you see on, like, the Chris Hansen, it's always, like, a pizza and, like, Mike's Hard. Which, like, by the way, I could get fucked by one of these dudes. That would get to my heart. I'd be like, that is so nice that you went out of your way to 2 different places, by the way. Picked up pizza, got a 6-pack of my card.
It's true.
I'll pose as a little. That might be the new move. If you're like short on cash but you need a drink, pose as a little boy, and then invite these guys to your house. Do the little boy act as long as you can. Smash the mics hard, and then be like, I'm 29. That might be the move, dude. If you're low on cash, pose as a kid, get a couple MHs, rip some pizza, and then be like, dude, I'm 29, dude. This is crazy. But then if you guys get along, hit a bar.
Like, ew.
Ew, he's old. And be like, look, don't be weird. There's a corner bar down the street. Do you want to come? Next thing you know, you have a friend with a checkered past.
Did we just miss the entire lunch rush? Did we just?
Yeah, I think we just kept,
Did we just vamp for like 20-odd minutes and just miss the entire lunch rush because we're just idiots? I hear you, Vito, dude. It's not on you, dude. It's on us.
Vito,
we're just a bucket full of nerves right now because we have so many new people watching the YouTube and joining the TikTok.
We pulled Vito. By the way, we should say we pulled Vito out of vacation mode. He came all the way from vacation to come film this pod. So you got to get up for him, dude.
Yeah.
He was out on vacation. He was at a roller skating rink doing backwards advanced skating, putting on fast music, and he left that to come here.
That's awesome, Vito.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
Yep.
One day we're going to get Vito a wireless mic so that he can chime in from over there, but I think he'd be too drunk with power.
He did get a little bit of a glory hound, but I did think about, and I wanted to run this by you, and now I'll run it by Vito on time. I think if we do like a 5 to 2 minute Vito recap at the end of our episode, because after watching his recap last time, it's just him being like, everything was good. I had a good time. Wait, you guys don't even know what I deal with behind the camera.
Yeah. Behind the music, Vito.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude, you got dominated by the furries.
That was rough. RUFF.
Is that
That's Tyler, the creator.
No, this is Ben Simmons' agent. Is this Rich Paul? Is this Rich Paul?
Yeah, I think it might be Richie Paul.
What's up, man? How are you?
What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
Come on the pod. Wherever you want to sit. Sit on this side because we've headphones for you. What's up, man? How are you? What's your first name?
My name is Chris.
Chris?
Yes, sir.
Nice. I'm Kyle. This is Matt.
What's up,
Pleasure.
man?
We're the Men at Work podcast. We ask people what they do for a living.
Okay.
And we just go around random places like Shank's Original. What do you do for a living?
Well, right now I have two ways to make money. I do roadie, which is a company through UPS. You basically same-day delivery for anything, and you don't have to package it.
Wow.
So mainly lately I've been doing a lot of luggage delivery. I'm not sure if you heard about Delta in the news recently.
Yeah, we have. Delta's screwed. Tell us about that a little bit. What's going on with Delta?
I'm not really keen on exactly what's going on.
We'll fill in the blanks
as much as you know.
A lot of luggage that hasn't reached its destination when it should have. So
how long ago was this?
I believe like 2 weeks.
Is this because of the CrowdStrike shutdown, or is this because
I think it's all
hurricane?
bleeding together, right? Like all the plane issues is also bleeding into like all the issues with luggage. Is that about right? Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Basically.
Damn.
So, as well as I've been doing a lot of luggage deliveries for them.
Yeah.
And I also been doing Instacart. I haven't been doing it as much, but that was my main source of income for
So this roadie app, I'm guessing it is?
Yes, in that.
Is it a pretty lucrative deal? Because like people like probably don't even know about it. So like the rates are got to be pretty good, right?
Can be.
Yeah.
Depends on distance. I'll say it depends on distance and time of day. Because
got it.
Pay typically goes up when it gets later, and if you're going like Harrisburg, then of course they're going to pay more.
Damn, you going that far?
Yeah, sometimes.
Where's the farthest you've been?
About 3 hours, 15 minutes out. And still in Pennsylvania, but I'm not even familiar with what part it was. That was prescription delivery.
Okay.
So they do prescriptions, luggage.
This place is called Roadie?
Roadie. It's not a
Have you heard
physical
it?
place. It's just an app.
I bring roadies every time I drive, but that's kind of a different thing.
ROADIE.
Oh, yeah,
UPS.
same spelling.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. How'd you hear about it?
How did I hear about it? I think it was just like a random search because at one point I love on-demand type jobs where I can log on and log off as I please.
Yeah, the gig economy, I think.
Yeah,
is what they call it.
exactly. So I was just searching those type apps at one point in time, and I found quite a few, and that one was one that stuck basically.
Wow.
So back to the Delta thing. I mean, like it seems like planes are just losing their minds right now. Like flights are delayed, all these different issues. Like, what's up? What do you think the primary issue is with the luggage deliveries? What would you guess? You don't have to give your.
Say I'm informed enough to really speak on the
Give
topic.
us your opinion.
but
Roadie's not going to
Like, are people pulling the things out and like wearing the stuff and like wearing my coolest T-shirt? Is that happening?
I have no idea. I just know There's a lot of luggage that's not where it should be. Some doesn't meet its connecting flight. Some like they told me one time I got there that a Spirit Airlines flight, Delta representative telling me Spirit Airlines flight didn't take off, sat on the runway for 6 hours, and I guess they canceled or whatever happened. I don't know the technicality, but they end up having to process their luggage. So we were delivering Delta Airline and Spirit Airlines luggage to where it needed to be.
Really?
So,
well, that makes it all seems connected because I'm a big thrifter myself, and a lot of the thrifts I go to, they say one of their biggest ways of getting like nicer, higher brand clothes in is if a luggage bag goes unclaimed, it gets sold to like these thrift stores, like these for-profit thrift stores.
Really?
I've been murdering at the thrifts lately, dude. I've been finding crazy shit, and I think it's just
give us one thing.
Got a YSL tweed jacket not too long ago.
Damn,
it's unbelievable. I'm telling you, this is crazy. So I think your guys' misfortune, which it's very sad to hear.
He's not misfortune. He's making money off of it.
True.
Yeah, but I got a it's not thrift, but I got from Kohl's recently. I had $20 Kohl's cash,
nice.
And they had an 85% off deal on top of the already sale priced items.
Yeah.
I love it. So this shirt I got for, let me just say, I got 3 shirts.
Mm-hmm.
One is a $50 shirt and 2 $30 shirts.
Awesome.
I paid $3.24.
Bang, dude.
After the 20
for all 3.
For all 3,
That's awesome.
total. Awesome. After the Kohl's cash and the sale prices, $3.
You can't beat Kohl's.
So I'm so interested in this roadie. I want to go back to it. What is like your day to day usually when you're like you just go down to the airport and what happens?
Yeah. So basically they post the delivery details. 1 item, 3 items, however many, which company it's working for, because you could do Southwest as well. They also do deliveries, but and you press accept or decline. You see the details, the pay, the distance, etc.
So it's like Uber. If you want to swipe on the thing, you can
accept. Head there, press arrive. You go in, say you're picking up such and such, etc. And pretty much you may have to sign something, you may not. Check off.
How much does roadie take off the top?
I don't know exactly, but I'm pretty sure they're getting something.
Oh yeah, they have to get something. I think I don't know what it is with Uber. I know back in the day it was probably like 10%. I don't know if it's still like that. It probably has risen and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, man, I'm just thinking about it. It's such an awesome idea because like so many people, and it's just Delta doing it. It's no one else. Like you don't do it for anyone else.
This Southwest does luggage deliveries.
Because getting your luggage back is a bitch.
Nightmare. I've never had to deal with it. Thank God.
Yeah.
Have you? You ever had to get your luggage back after you get home from the flight?
Once my luggage got stuck in Tennessee and we were home.
And you had to come all the way back to Philly to get it?
No, they end up delivering it to us.
How long did it take?
Couple days.
Oh, okay, that's actually not bad.
Yeah, and
I
for you,
live
it's
in
probably
Philly,
not.
so
Yeah.
I know a lot of times over like Christmas, like it can take like 2 weeks to get up if someone loses their luggage. That's crazy.
But for you, there's not a big upfront cost. Like all the stuff in your luggage, you probably got for like $9 at Kohl's, and you're like, whatever, dude. I'll just head back and hit the sales, dude.
And then Instacart.
Yeah,
Damn,
Instacart.
Dude.
I love Instacart. I've been doing it for 6
Instacart.
years. I was one of the first shoppers when they first started it up.
You still like it?
I love the service. I don't love the pay.
Because
now it's a lot more work for a lot less.
That's what they do.
Sure,
That's what Uber did.
They
Uber
reel you
was like,
in and then they.
Uber's like, come here, dude. You can make like $75,000. You're $100,000. We're gonna put the taxis out of business.
Postmates did it. Caviar has done it. It's happening with DoorDash.
It seems crazy.
Yes.
Well, I'm hearing reports, like I'm seeing it on Twitter and everything, that like they've surveyed a lot of like DoorDashers and Instacarters, and they're like, if the food looks good, about 60% of people will take like a little piece of that. Have you ever dipped in?
You give people Pac-Man pizzas?
No.
Are we sure about this, dude?
I love my high ratings.
You ever put slipped a little item in on someone's tab?
No.
Like a pack of gum?
They told me I could, but no, I haven't done it.
Really? Oh, that's nice. That's a nice idea.
They will treat you to like, hey, you want something to drink?
Yeah, that's pretty
you
sweet.
Can put it on there. But what I have done is I've delivered items to the wrong house. I've done that definitely.
Yeah.
And, it was a gated house. It was a long drive, and I dropped their items off. The person already started putting them in the refrigerator. Then I realized it was the wrong person's groceries, and they had ice cream and stuff. And
I actually
just sit on the porch. Yeah,
might have been my house, my friend.
Yes.
I had that exact same situation happen.
Yeah, they were my groceries. I could have used those. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Now, do you ever? You could do like kind of the sickest double dip of all time. If you found out that somebody lost their luggage, you got a hold of their luggage, and you did their Instacart, and you brought their groceries and their lost luggage to their house, you might get head, dude.
I hope they tip well.
Might get
I hope
head.
they tip well.
That's
well.
That's a tip.
That's all I'm saying.
You might get head.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Have you always been like a gig economist?
No, I've actually done many jobs. I've worked at Ross.
What was your
Walmart.
favorite job?
Favorite United States Postal Service.
Really?
Wow.
Rain, sleet, snow, or hail, baby.
Yeah, it was hard. It was a challenge, but it's something that I love doing. I love being outside. I love no one breathing down my neck or telling me what to do.
Why'd you stop?
I got a traumatic injury on the job.
Ah, dude.
Oh, sorry to
don't
hear
tell me a dog bite.
No, it wasn't that. I witnessed someone get killed.
Oh,
en route.
fuck.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Were you in the hood?
yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it to
It
you.
was
That's pretty-
12:20 p.m. They didn't care.
12:20
kids out,
p.m.?
people walking around, everything. It was
Did USPS at least take care of you a little bit for the traumatic? No?
no. They put me through the ringer. I had to basically chase and fight for what I felt like I deserved, and ultimately it got to a point where I was like, you know what? Screw it. You guys aren't getting me out to safety
Of
because I
course.
didn't feel safe where I
It
was.
could have been you.
That's
Well, get me
unbelievable.
to safety. I had to fight to get compensation. I said, you know what? I just throw my hands up.
Damn.
Wow. So
I
you
just
just stopped
bit the
fighting it and
bullet.
just kind of
Yeah.
went, wow.
I don't blame you, man. It sucks that you had to
They
stop
made
fighting it.
promises that they weren't meeting, basically, and I
Shocker.
was getting my psychiatrist, get them to say write this recommendation, blah 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 blah. I'm checking off the boxes.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll get this. Okay, I'll get this, and they just weren't living up to what they say they would do.
Oh
Dang.
my God.
Were you, I'm
man.
guessing you're like around like Philadelphia when you're doing mail stuff?
Yeah, I was well, you get loaned out to sister stations as they call them, but my main station was 191, 20, and 40. Two
That's so
stations
cool.
out of one building.
That's so close to my zip code. I'm not gonna get my zip code out, but that's so close. So you were in North Philly.
I was.
Yeah, 1911, baby. Yeah,
Yeah.
Northeast, yeah.
Damn, dude.
Wow.
That's-
That's awful that they
I'm s-
wouldn't give you any kind of thing. I mean, did they at least give you a couple days off after to just detox and process?
You know, when I called in frantic when this was going on, they told me move down and keep delivering.
oh my
Rain,
God.
snow, sleet, hail, murder.
That's unbelievable. Yeah, maybe not do
They
as much.
basically showed me they didn't care. And I was
You-
like,
you can deliver it
okay. And
almost,
then
yeah.
I was sent back on the same route the very next day. So.
Damn.
The same.
Animals.
So
Very next day.
you got sent out that day. You witnessed a murder, which is a traumatic, horrific event, and the next day they said, "We'll see you in the same place."
Same exact place. I was walking up to the guys as this was going down. Like,
Oh, so
you knew it was going down?
I didn't know what was happening. I was on the phone, mailman
Yeah.
talk on the phone. My phone hung up in the nick of time. I pulled my phone out to see what's going on. Why did my phone call drop? Walking blindly because I'm looking down at my phone. I'm walking up to the guys. I say they were, what? Where's the guy going in the door? They were that close.
Damn.
And I was right here.
No drive-by? It was just a regular shooting?
No, just standing on the corner.
right facing one another. And then are you backing back and running away? Like, what's? I mean,
yeah.
you don't have to
I
relive any of
looked
this if you don't
up
want
from
to.
my
But
phone, one motion. Look up from
Yeah.
my phone, seen it happening, turned around, ran around the corner, hid in the tall grass where
That's-
an abandoned building used to be.
That's
And
actually
an old
impressive
man
because
followed me around. Elderly man, gentleman,
Sure.
followed me, hid in the same
that's,
grass.
that's impressive because like I think a lot of people think they would do that. But I think if I was in that situation, I would have just been like in such shock
I would just
that
sit
I would have
still.
just sat there
Yep.
and been like, holy shit.
yeah,
Dude, I'm so sorry.
Believe it or not,
Yeah, that's awful. You gotta
people
deal
across
with
the
that,
street
dude.
were laughing. They were
Wow.
laughing.
They're
That we
laughing?
ran and hid.
They live that you ran?
laughed that we
Dude.
ran and hid. I was
Wow.
like,
That's just sad.
this is
That's
entertainment for them.
That's like a
And I was
Wow.
yeah, that's like a sad societal thing that's like so above this pay grade. But it's like, damn, that sucks. Well, that was your favorite job. I
That
can't
was.
imagine what your worst job was.
Ross.
Yeah.
I'm
Wait,
not
did
shaming
we
the
start?
company.
Real
Just
quick,
saying.
did we start why that's your favorite job?
Well, we didn't start like that
Yeah,
was your
he
favorite
asked
job.
what my favorite job was.
Oh,
I said
yeah.
USPS.
Well, what can you give us? Maybe I mean, first of all, again, I'm so sorry that happened to you.
Yeah.
That's horrific. What was the good parts? Just being outside and experiencing everything.
Being
It was
outside, the freedom, delivering mail is
Yeah.
makes people
like,
excited.
it's-
Dude, you throw some headphones
it's
in, man.
simple,
You,
yeah,
you go to the
you-
grocery store, like you
you
probably
get
get
in
that
the
with
groove
Instacart.
and it's just
Yeah.
autopilot. You're just putting mail in the
bang.
mailboxes and moving on.
How were the
Wow.
dogs?
They were okay. It was more so the cats, believe it or not.
No.
They try to swipe you through the mail slot.
Fuck
and
them.
It's supposed to be animal warning cards
Yeah.
in your mail, but
Yeah.
there weren't.
Wow.
We were missing a lot of things: functional vehicles, park points, animal warning cards, a bunch of things. You just sent out and say, "Here, take the mail, go deliver."
Sure. So you were
Yeah,
asking about
perfect.
yeah.
Yeah, that was his favorite job.
So yeah, what was I mean, Kyle? What was
So
your
Ross was your least favorite.
Yeah.
Why?
Ross,
Why do you hate Ross?
long hours?
Yeah, a lot of work. People
Pay
would come
sucked.
in, fill up a cart.
Nobody
say, "I
shot
only want
anyone,
2
sorry."
items, and then leave.
Right. Wow. How
It
long did
wasn't
you work
the
at Ross?
company? It was the experience.
Sure.
Yeah.
How long? So how long did you work for USPS versus Ross?
USPS 1 year, Ross 11 months.
Okay.
So you were on USPS for 1 year?
1 year.
And you saw that within 1 year. You
1
think that's
year.
like somebody who's been there for like 25, 30 years will catch something insane.
Yeah, so it was.
Wow.
It wasn't pleasant.
What's something about the mail that like the normal average Joe wouldn't know?
It's very dirty. A
Oh.
lot of hands touch it. It
Yeah.
sits in a lot of places, and your hands are black after handling it.
No way.
Yeah.
Damn.
Were
Man.
you apprehensive before you walked out there where you're kind of like, fuck, I don't really want to do this, but I have to type thing?
See, that time, I think it was like my first time on that route in specific, so I really didn't know what I was
That
going
was
into.
your first time on the route too?
Yeah, all right, my title was city carrier assistant. I wasn't a regular. You
Right.
know, regulars do the same route every single day.
How long does it take to get to become a regular?
Oh, you could be there for a short time. You could be there for many years. It's no telling.
It's kind of like a lottery.
Yeah. So because I was I was here, there, and everywhere. I could be loaned out to a sister station, or I could just be doing a different route every day. It was, unless I put a hold down on one route, I would do that route over and over and over and over. That's if it doesn't have
Got
a
it.
regular.
Now, did it like the people that you said that have got their established routes that they're on every day? Did you hear any wild stories trying to prepare you for what you might see? Anything they told you, like, look, this is how it goes. This is what it looks like.
Not wild stories, but some things that were countering what we were taught in safety. They were basically telling you to tell the supervisors, you're not doing this or you're not doing
True.
that, because they have the ability to. They're regulars, they're grandfather in the system. They
Right.
don't have any worries. But I'm like, that's my supervisor. I gotta listen to him. And
I hear
some
you.
things the supervisors were telling were not what we should be doing. Like, you gotta jump these fences, you gotta run, you gotta fill your bag. The things that we were told not to do in safety training, basically the supervisor was telling us to do.
What were they telling you if like a dog would come after you? Pet it?
They want us to rely on the bag block.
Yeah, fuck that.
Put the bag
Fuck
between you
that.
and the dog, and hopefully the spray will fend it off. But
Oh, you guys had spray?
yeah, dog spray. But
Did it work?
I never used it, but
I've
I
never
heard
heard
it
dog
doesn't
spray.
work.
Did you think about deploying it that day, like trying to, or you're just like, I'm getting out of here. I'm not even gonna
I was-
bother.
I was out.
What, when
Yeah.
the fucking...
Well, I just didn't know.
With a
I
gun
would.
shooting?
That would be the only thing I would think of. Is like, I know I have one thing to defend myself. I'm gonna hit it and just
You
Dip
think my
out.
man was bringing dog spray to a gunfight?
Right, basically.
perhaps, dude.
I'm sorry to laugh, but I think laughing is the best medicine.
Yeah.
I agree.
Sure.
So,
Well,
damn.
thank God you're still
Dude,
around. Dude.
yeah,
This- I
man.
mean, thank God everything worked out. And you're, I mean,
And
happy
you got a
now.
cool ass fucking crotch rocket.
Yeah.
It's electric.
That's Boogie Woogie.
Boogie Oogie.
Yeah, but I thought the same thing.
Dude, we are on a fucking wavelength right
This
now. I like
rules,
this
dude.
shit. Awesome, man. Well, hey, thank you for coming by.
No
Yeah.
We
problem.
really appreciate you.
Could we make
Oh.
one final request?
Sure.
Would you mind riding it in front of the camera, just like a quick skirt by?
Look at that. Woo!
Thank you, dude.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, you too, brother.
I love that guy.
I
man.
love that guy.
He
Such a
is
good-
the man.
Such a good perspective on life, that guy.
Everything he said, I was just like, God, I want to hug you.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. You're a lover, man. I love that you're a lover.
After I saw people getting booped and hugged, I said, what the crud?
I got to get in on this boop thing.
I got to see. The boop counter went high. What did we get, 7? 8?
5.
5?
Well, now I cut
On
I cut-
camera.
Yeah, on camera at 5.
Yeah.
I think we got around 6 or 7. Yeah.
That's
You
not
got
bad.
one hug from Quarter.
I did. God, the hugs felt so darn good at that
Mhm.
furry convention. Every time they grab me, they go, "Arr." And I go, hello, folks. Something is stiffened up. More at 11.
Holy shit, dude.
Is that not unbelievable?
Dude, I am a gigantic pussy. I don't think it will make people surprised listening to us and stuff. I'd never be the same.
No, I wouldn't be able to. I mean, going to work, I call out of work if I just get nervous about an Excel sheet. If I saw somebody being excelled from life, that would be... Because then I'd have to hit them, be like, what happened? I'd be looking it up. I'd do a VLOOKUP.
They put the wrong formula in.
They put the wrong formula in, and they say, look, this is spilling over. That is crazy, man. USPS, chill the fuck out, man. Let your people take a day off for the love of God.
Damn, dude.
Whew.
That's wild.
I can't imagine.
I love how that was his favorite job, and Ross was like, he's like, yeah, I did see someone get shot and killed, but man, did one time I had to come over and fold 17 dungarees, and I was livid.
That's incredible to be like, yeah, I saw somebody get killed, but I just like being outside, man. What are you, Steve Irwin, dude?
Dude, I'm the same way though, man. You put some headphones in, you go to the grocery store. Like
Oh, yeah.
I told my fiance the other day, I was like, do you have to come to the grocery store with me?
Yeah.
She's like, yes, I don't know what I want. I was like, just text me.
Yeah.
Like, let me go.
I've had
I
that.
love going to the grocery store by myself. Love
When you do it, do you dress cute? Do you put on like
No.
a nice regular? You don't kind of spruce yourself up?
Nah.
Yeah, when you go out solo with the headphones in, a lot of times I'll dress a little cute.
Yeah, I
I'll
love
dress a
that.
little cute, put it on, hit a Trader Joe.
What do you think?
What's up, dude? Come back.
Oh, let's go, brother.
Hell yeah.
Here, no, you go on this side because we got headphones on this side so you can hear us. So how you doing?
I'm doing good. How you
What's your
doing?
first name?
Norris.
Norris.
Yes,
It's
sir.
nice. And we're the Men at Work podcast, so we ask people what they do for a living. What do you do for a living?
I'm a sales rep for Sherwin Williams. Out of
Sherwin
Louisville,
Williams.
Virginia. Yep.
Nice. Paint,
Really?
right?
Yeah.
Sweet. Are you in the city or are you outside the city?
Yeah, I'm in the city. I cover about 5 Lowe's stores. Basically handle all of the sales and the Sherwin Williams products in those stores.
What's the paint
Really?
business like right now?
It's up and down, man.
Yeah.
You know, everything's expensive. People don't want to put too much
Yeah.
on paint, right?
So they're just nickel and diming the whole time?
And a little bit
Yeah.
of both, man. It's not bad. It's
Cool.
not too bad.
So what, are you on the floor, like, talking to people, trying to sell the exact product, or what's this look like on a day-to-day?
Yeah, so like my main responsibilities is one, I train the Lowe's associates to be able to sell our products and talk about them and not just be as much as like an order taker, but can make recommendations and tell you what you kind of can work best for you, I guess. And then second, that is sales. I mean, going towards their contractors, business, targeting
Big commercial size business, I'm guessing?
all of it.
All of it? Okay.
All of it. Mhm.
Sweet. We still got like small like shops that are like need paint and stuff, or is it more just Lowe's and
a
Home
lot.
Depot? Really?
More than the big ones.
Really?
Yeah, it's a lot of individual contractors, especially in paint and stuff like that. Yeah, man, they're everywhere.
That's funny though, because like technically you kind of have a business that like won't go out of like business, right? Because like you can't until we get like AI walls.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna need paint for these walls, right? Like I'm
Yeah.
trying to think like what could like
Microsoft Paint.
yeah, dude.
True.
If someone just starts printing out all their Microsoft Paint
Yeah, we're cooked.
artworks,
Yeah,
dude.
true.
If people like they start bringing their kids like kindergarten artwork home
Yeah.
and start pasting against the wall, you might be fucked. But
Oh,
until
yeah,
they do
no,
that, I think you're good.
Man, Sherwin's everlasting, man. They
Sherwin
got
can't be
contracts-
stopped, dude. Sherwin's too nice, dude.
They got
Sherwin's
contracts
too
with
nice.
the government, man. They do
Wow,
airship
yeah.
carriers. They do all that, man.
Oh,
They ain't going nowhere.
Really?
Yeah.
So they're painting ships and shit too.
Yeah, they do like coatings for airship carriers that you see and all that. They got divisions for all of that.
Wow.
You know, I kind of am an idiot because I just assumed that like they put the aircraft carriers together and it was just made of steel and
Yes.
steel is silver.
Yeah.
So like,
I'm telling you, dude, it's one of those jobs where you're like, oh, I forgot this is something somebody has to do.
yeah.
Mhm. You don't really think about like all the other things, like who puts the lubricants on jet engines, right?
Yeah.
Somebody got to make that stuff, right? You know what I mean?
Is that Sherwin?
No.
Okay.
I'm sure he's trying to figure it out, too.
Yeah.
I had to think
Someone's
about
doing it. I wish
That
I
might
could
be your
find
next
a guy.
business.
Yeah.
I don't think lube is ever going out of style.
Yeah. So you're sitting there as a sales rep. Are you upselling, like making people buy ugly colors because it's a little more expensive? What's this? Be honest with us here, dude.
I'm the type of person, I'm not pushy salesman, man. I just do it for the experience, to be honest. I don't want to be in sales my whole life.
Because
Okay.
no one wants mauve.
No, you can't
I
get
don't want
mauves enough.
mauve.
Enough with the mauve, dude.
Yeah, dude,
Please.
light green. Ew.
No,
I'm
bro.
this pale. I stick out in the mauve room like a glowing lamp, dude. You can't put me in a mauve room.
Man, I want the money job, man. You'd be so surprised how much the people who just sit there and name these colors make. They make so much money.
No way.
Probably twice as much as what I make.
The people who name the colors
They
of the
just name the
paint.
colors. That's all they do. They name and
Robin,
like
the
make
guy who
colors.
named Robin Egg Blue is probably like a billionaire.
Be the silliest names. There's a green called Jeremy's Journey. I see that green so much. So many people buy that too, and I don't understand it.
That literally sounds like a cancer walk.
Exactly.
That dude literally made he saw a cancer walk
Yeah.
and was like, I'm taking this back to Sherwin and I'm making this.
Yeah, I was at Campbell Stadium doing
Yeah.
an autism walk for Jeremy's journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Holy shit.
Bro, you be,
Dude, we're in the wrong business.
We gotta switch this up immediately.
You're
So they
perfect
really have a
business.
dude, and they probably have a team. It's not even just like a dude or a girl.
yeah, they're like designers.
And
like,
they like sit in a boardroom. We're just gonna go
they name the colors.
Maples, Magic,
Miranda
Mission.
Yeah.
Maples Mission.
Not even a color in that title.
Dude, they literally go to a diabetes walk on the weekend, and they're like, "I'm taking 17 different people's team names, and I'm
Wow.
making these. I'm bringing this to the conference."
And they're all big wigs too, so they probably get home, pour a glass of whiskey, and they're like, "Honey, I can't be bothered. I was thinking of colors all day." It's like,
Yeah, too tired.
Like, that's crazy. Is there any other like crazier jobs that you like just look at and like you laugh? Like,
To be honest, you want to know what's the craziest job? You wouldn't think it's crazy. Amazon, bro. Driving for Amazon, you will see the weirdest things.
Have you ever done that?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Right out of college, that's what I did for a little bit.
you're talking about like the guys that are like in the big vans and stuff.
Mhm.
Deliveries
The ones
and
that
stuff?
drop it off.
Damn, that had to be wild.
You dogs.
So we had a mailman on earlier,
Dogs.
and he didn't really have any dog experience. He had a worse experience.
yeah. He was with a couple other dogs.
Yeah,
a couple
yeah.
of dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They got him.
Those dogs were mad that day. But yeah, I gotta assume that like you guys, your head has to be on a swivel
Yeah,
every
constantly.
single day. Dudes trying to break into the van, people that you're delivering to, and maybe not the safest places. on the street. No one can fucking drive nowadays.
No, not at all. And then you got to be on such a strict time frame while doing all that, and you got to deal with traffic and all that. So
what do they got you running at now? Or what do they have you running at? Like I know UPS was they automated like the entire truck to make sure like to cut like only 7 seconds.
Wow.
Oh no, Amazon wasn't that crazy with it. They first of all they source it out. It's like a third party that'll do the driver, hire the drivers and do it. And
Like your own
Amazon,
car too, or you get a truck?
You can.
Yeah.
You can. That's
I've
an
seen
option.
people with their own car doing the deliveries.
So if you do the vans, you work through a dispatch, which is like through a third party company.
Okay.
But you can do like Amazon Flex, they call it, where you can drive your car and just drop off Amazon packages.
Wow.
But,
So what was the time? Like, would you get a hey, you got to do this package in like 7 minutes and 30 seconds, or how did it kind of
no,
go?
it's not broken down like that. It's more so like hourly. So like the average they'll want you to do is probably about 20 minimum, like 20 stops an hour, right? You'll probably get about on a busier day 180 stops. Like
Holy shit.
around
dude.
Christmas time it gets crazy. You'll have like over 300 packages in that little ass van. It's
Oh
not
my
a big
God.
van, but you gotta get through there. So it's
Right.
that's what makes it tough. Honestly, it's just not
Good
the
pay.
worst job. No, fair, I guess, yeah.
So like what? How's it kind of go? Because like I've never done it, but I see it all the time. Goddamn fucking fiance keeps him in business.
Oh my God. Who are you telling, dude?
Mhm.
So when you're doing it, like, do you get a set fee? Like, hey, you're gonna go out here do 300 packages. Here's $1,000 for the day or something like that, or is it like by package your rate? Like, what's your rate?
No,
like?
so you get an hourly rate through the vans, like through the third parties. I don't know if the flex, they might do Amazon Flex like that.
What was
I
the
would
rate
assume.
back in the day when you were doing it?
I think I started at like $17.50.
So it's not that great.
No,
Yeah.
no.
That's
It's not
tough.
that great.
And then you do
get tips
10-hour. No, I mean some customers would,
Yeah.
but not really. Christmas time you'll get a lot. Of tips.
incentives? Like, could you be like, all right, you deliver that package in record time. Here's an extra $1.
No, not at all.
Fucking Bezos.
And then
That's the worst part of Jeff Bezos getting jacked is like beforehand you could be like, I kicked that pussy's ass.
Yeah.
And then he comes back and he's huge and you're like, God damn it, he'd snap me in half.
Mhm.
And his fucking plastic wife could kick my ass too.
Yeah, dude.
Jack too.
I'll take both their asses down. Jeff, if you're watching this,
Yeah, dude.
let's have a word.
I'm happy that you're at Sherwin Williams now. You seem to like it a lot more.
Oh yeah, man, it's a lot more freedom.
Nice.
Yeah, like I said, I work in the Lowe's business unit, so I'm on the move all
Oh.
the time.
So you going back to around to different Lowe's and stuff?
Yeah, I
Nice.
cover 5 of them. Mm-hmm.
I've always liked Lowe's a lot.
Yeah.
It's just, I liked it better than Home Depot. It felt cleaner. It smelled better. And I just thought it was better. The people were nicer.
Yeah.
My dad worked for Home Depot. So
Really?
I shouldn't be a Lowe's guy, but
What was the issue with Home Depot when he was working there?
it was always dirty. Everything, places were just, lanes were always shut down. Like wood planks would just be in the aisle and
Yeah.
stuff. In Lowe's, like it is so organized well. Am I wrong?
No, you're not.
And they're better for military people. Shout out to our brothers and sisters
Of course.
overseas.
Well, I guess that's
Sure.
one of the places you can't complain about the cleanliness because if you complain to like some hardworking dude who's like working with his hands and it's like it's a little dirty in here, it's like, dude, why don't you hit the roller rink?
Like, go buy your shit and get out.
I love that. What's some tidbits you can give us about like Lowe's and stuff? Like when you go in there, like what's a day to day like for you?
Like I kind of mentioned earlier, just making sure they're all caught up to date with the promotions running. Like I'm just Sherwin, so I'm taking the lead on everything Sherwin in there. Again, just making sure they're trained up on the new products that we got rolling out. Make sure they know the promotions. Making sure they're actually targeting contractors and not just DIYs.
Yeah.
Just making sure it's
Contractors,
really
your
going-
bread and butter.
Oh yeah,
You don't want, little mom and pop coming in and being like, we got to paint the den.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
don't make it.
they're stuck in COVID mindset too, man. Because they were, oh my god,
Who is?
everybody. Like all the companies, honestly. Like that.
What's
DIY
COVID mindset?
market,
What do you mean by that?
The DIY market, man. Everybody had money to spend. Because everybody's getting that money.
Oh, wow.
And
Okay.
it's a little different now.
So
Yeah.
So what do you mean by them being stuck in the COVID mindset? Is that good for you or is that bad for you?
Bad for us because I have a budget to maintain.
I'm guessing, if you got to sell like 10 pallets, you might be only selling like 7 pallets.
Exactly.
Because
So
they're doing more
years ago,
small projects and stuff.
the DIYs, everybody was home. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you got your whole family at home. Everybody's looking at the house like, damn, I ain't got shit to do. Why not paint the house? You know what I mean? They were rolling in money,
Right.
and now their numbers are so inflated because of that. It's like they're realizing it though. They're taking it
Got
down a
it,
little
sure.
bit.
God, you think that'll course correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
some
sure.
point.
They don't have no choice. Can't make the investors unhappy.
True.
Good point.
100%.
Good point. Yeah.
100%.
True.
Nah, man, this is interesting.
I never thought of it. Yeah.
Nice. You got anything else?
I don't think so. Paint game. I didn't realize it was this. I didn't realize we had sales reps.
Dude, this is why I love this podcast, because we just find out dumb shit. We just ask thoughtful, dumb guy questions.
That's all we got.
And we figure out about paint and how much money you can make on paint.
I mean, hey, you can make a lot of money in the paint.
Yeah, I love that, dude.
Not bragging, dude. You get as many Shank sandwiches as you want, dude.
Dude, you're like goddamn Exhibit a little bit.
We put a Shank inside of your Shank, dude.
We got West Coast Customs over here. I love that. Yeah, I saw the other day they put an MRI machine in the back of this nurse's hatchback.
Yeah.
They did.
What is the point of that?
Why is the nurse need an MRI machine?
I wish somebody would put fucking air conditioning in my car. This has been a nightmare, dude. This has been awful.
Driving with no air conditioning?
It's been the worst decision of my life. It's only been 2 months.
All right, man. We'll let you get back to your cheesesteak. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you coming
so
on.
much. That was awesome, man. It was a lot of fun.
Of course, man.
How you doing? How
what's
are
going
you?
on?
I hope that phone call was at least some business.
It definitely was.
That's fine by me then.
Gotta make the money, right?
I love
Very
that.
nice,
I
very
love
nice.
that. What's your first name?
Maya.
Maya. I'm
Yeah.
Kyle. This is Matt.
All right, nice to meet you both.
What do you do for a living?
So I am a registered nurse, and
Sweet.
I'm a new business owner of a med spa.
MedSpa. Where can people
MedSpa.
shot your MedSpa? Where can people find you?
Yeah, so Regmar Beauty and Wellness.
Okay.
I'm located at 2250 East Allegheny Avenue.
Got it.
Yeah, so right in the Port Richmond, Fishtown section of the city.
Nice.
Sweet. I love
Yeah.
Fishtown.
Yeah.
How's it going so far?
It's going good.
And you can pat
It's
that down
going
whenever
good.
you want. One day
Yeah,
we'll
so-
buy what do they call it? Tablecloth?
Yeah,
A real-
but the day is not today,
the
unfortunately.
day will not be today.
That's fine. That's fine.
So MedSpa.
Med spa.
What's that
MedSpa,
entail?
So I offer services like Botox, IV hydration. We do wellness shots as well. I just incorporated a weight loss medical program.
Yeah.
So we do compounded semaglutide. We do
Whoa. Okay, keep going.
Wait.
I have so many questions.
I bet
might
you
be,
do.
I might be seeing you soon.
I
need a
bet
little
you
bit of a...
so
Go ahead.
more targeted for the men. Everyone's goals are different, right? But I also offer a lipo-mino mix injection. It's a vitamin injection.
Okay.
So you lose weight, but it helps you maintain that muscle mass still. So
Wow, I don't have to worry about that.
oh, okay.
Boulders for shoulders,
Back in the
baby.
day, dude.
Back in
my
the day.
Yeah.
Wait. So why'd your ears perk up?
Oh, I heard the semaglutide is like a very popular thing now, right? That's
It
like
is.
going around. That's
is.
like in Ozempic, or that's similar to it?
So what I offer is the compounded version. So Ozempic is something very different. What I do is the compound version. So it's very similar, but it's not the same thing. It works fairly the same, but it's not
Do you have to get a shot?
Ozempic. You do.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
out. I'm
Shots-
out.
Yeah.
Once the shot is
But
But
here,
remember, I'm
Yeah.
gentle.
I don't care.
I've
How
been
about
a
you?
nurse for 6 years, so I'm no stranger to poking people up. So I got
True.
some, experience under my belt.
You give
won't
me
even
an IV.
feel it.
You give me an IV. I am trembling on the table, passed out.
Come to me. I bet you won't be.
I bet you I will. I bet you I will.
I bet you won't be.
I've had the softest hands east of the Mississippi touch my veins.
That was
And
me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did what I could.
Passed out.
yeah.
That's crazy. How long you been open?
So since May
Sweet.
25th, was
Congratulations.
our grand opening. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's really great.
Yes.
Anything else
yeah.
perk your interest over there?
Well, I'm kind of curious. Is there, when you're opening like a beauty kind of focused endeavor, if I lived in the area, if somebody opened a beauty focused place, I'd be offended to be like, oh, you think we're all ugly around here? We think we need you?
I'm only here to enhance the beauty. So I'm
Oh,
only here to
nice.
educate
You're
and
good.
enhance.
She's good.
I am
She's
good.
Yeah.
You didn't say it, but I said it. There are some mongrels in Port
I heard
Richmond.
Port
Oh
Richmond.
my
I said,
goodness.
you're-
I haven't
This
seen
is
them. I
booming.
haven't seen
There
them.
are some mongrels. And we actually did, you know where the Planet Fitness is?
Yes.
Yeah, we actually did a podcast outside the Planet Fitness.
Okay, which one? Aramingo?
Aramingo, yep.
Okay.
Mongrels.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, when they leave me, they don't look like that. I
I'm sure.
promise.
I'm sure.
That's good marketing. That's good. What's Botox is big with the ladies. My girlfriend,
And
I feel
men.
like, and
And
men.
men.
Really?
And men.
Do you get a
Wow.
lot of men coming in for the? Is it facial?
A nice
Botox?
amount. Yeah. So I also
they wear
do
are they
men's
scared- like-
facials.
When they come in, do they like wear a hat and sunglasses so that no
Some
one
of
sees
them
them coming?
do.
Yeah.
Some of
Come
them
on.
little incognito
I
type
see that.
thing,
Sure,
you
sure,
know.
sure.
But you got to think about all the male actors too,
Yeah.
right? They're always on the screen, so they're no stranger to Botox either.
Yeah.
You know,
What Hollywood actors are in Port Richmond?
me.
There you go.
Brad Pittsburgh, dude. He's
Yeah.
over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
my
So
What's the next thing up? So obviously, like Botox is big. Ozempic has just lit the world on fire.
it has.
Semaglutide. Yeah.
So, what's the next thing? Would you say that people are starting to maybe latch onto?
Still the IV hydration. So
What's that?
even IV hydration is basically when we hook you up to an IV.
I'm out. And for that, I'm out.
For that, I'm out.
And we insert the vitamins. There's all different kinds. So I have one that's geared towards athletes, people just to help with like workout recovery, still give them energy, but still help with the amino acids and everything. And then I have the immunity drip. So, the seasons are starting to change. People are traveling a lot, going back to school. They're going to be around the kids and whatnot. All of that fatigue wears down on our immune system. So, I have an immunity drip for that. I have another one for hair, skin, and nails. It's infused with biotin.
Biotin's a big one.
Yes, absolutely. Dude. So whatever you need, I got you.
Yeah.
I didn't know this about you. I didn't know
Biotin's big, dude.
I didn't know you were studying all this stuff.
Dude, I have 9 monsters a day. It's like biotin and B12 is
no, you
ravaging
don't.
my body. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
You better come to me. We gotta cleanse you out.
What happens? How do you? That's a good question. If you have a guy like me who's just absolutely pounding monsters in Celsius, what's the regimen you would put me on to kind of cleanse this?
Right. So glutathione is a drip that I also have. It's literally called Cleanse Me Out. So glutathione is great for liver health. It helps with cellular repair and helps fight inflammation. I told you I'm your girl. I got whatever you
awesome.
need. I sure do.
We'll be paying a visit. Don't worry about that.
Absolutely.
You're dealing with the human Chernobyl over here.
Yeah. So we have B12 injections. We have a triple immunity vitamin injection. That's great for people with like seasonal allergies, people who travel a lot. That has glutathione, zinc, as well as vitamin C. So that helps all with the immunity.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So the people who just run from needles, do you have anything for them?
My heart and a very kind stick, and you get a lollipop after.
Lollipop's pretty sick, dude.
You do have a great bedside manner.
Do I look like I would hurt anybody?
No, you don't. But you know what? I'm telling you, man. Softest hands east of the Mississippi, and you know what? They all did the same thing.
You haven't had
they
mine
hurt
yet.
Me.
Yeah, you got to go to our girl, man. She's gonna hook you up, dude.
Are people still doing the hangover IVs? I know they were big for a little bit.
I don't have one specifically geared towards that. We're all about wellness.
Yeah.
So, if we're all adults. Of course, people go out and drink all the time, but for sure, if they want to come to me after they've had, a fun night out, then we got something for them too.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's a nice way to put it, dude.
This is awesome. Plug it one more time before you get out of here.
Yes, so it's Regmar Beauty and Wellness, located at 2250 East Allegheny Avenue.
Yes, we'll be there.
Yes.
We will.
Thank you.
50% of us will be there.
Okay, I look forward to seeing you guys.
I'll hold his hand while you poke him.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You won't need to though. I think he's the big boy, and I don't know, but I'll have a lollipop for both of you.
This is the first time anyone has ever called him the alpha of this podcast.
Is it?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Can you believe that?
I can't believe it. Well, thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming on.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yes.
You want to come on? Let's go.
Get over here.
Let's go. Here, this is Ed. Ed is the owner of Shank's. Dude, you're a natural. You already went for the headphones and everything,
Good
and for the it's a little hot. All right, but I know you're back there on the grill, so that's right?
Sure.
I'm telling you. So Ed,
what's up?
You've owned the Shanks for how long?
A little over 2 years now.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's going through a couple hands, right? In the last like 12 years or so.
Exactly. Yeah. The family owned it the first 50 or so years.
Yeah.
A little less than that. Since it's been here, I'm the fourth owner.
Fourth owner.
Yeah.
And it's a really cool spot. It's right in the middle of Pier 40, which is abandoned but getting renovated.
Yep.
And the Coast Guard.
Right.
So you get a lot of like blue collar.
We get a ton from the Coast Guard. Yeah, blue collar. That's it.
That's
we get all the construction guys, local crews, the guys building 95 up there and all that.
Oh, really? They all live down here?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Nice, man. Nice.
How about that?
People always tell me about Shanks. And it's so funny because it's like if you're driving on like Delaware Ave, it's like kind of hard to miss if you're going like, 40 or whatnot. But people are like, dude, stop there. It's underrated. It doesn't get the love it gets and stuff. Does that bother you, or do you like that people are like, hey, this is kind of my thing, man. I don't want anyone to know about this.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, of course, don't keep it a secret. Tell
Sure.
everybody. But I know being set back off the street, we hear that at least once a day. Like, I drive by here all the time, didn't even know you were here. And then they come in and they usually come back. So let's just get them in the door,
Yeah.
So is it just word of mouth? Like, have you thought about putting like some big ass high rise sign or anything, or is just like as much as you want to have more business, is it kind of cool to have this like
the word of mouth is the best. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that makes you you're doing something right. You're not just
Sure.
I mean, you could get them in by spending the money, but I like it this way better.
I like that.
Definitely.
Just having random podcasts come out and just harass your guests. I like
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
you.
Yeah.
Have you always been in the cheesesteak business?
I have been in the food business most of my adult life. Yeah.
How to start?
I started in 2004 when the ballpark opened. I worked in Tony Luke's actually.
In the ballpark?
Really?
Yeah, in the ballpark. I was up in Puyo, Aramark at the time.
Yeah.
And at the end of the summer, some of the family was working in the stand in there. They offered me a job after the summer.
Sweet.
And then it just snowballed from there. I worked at a couple different shops in South Philly. Most of my tenure was there.
Mm-hmm. Any weed now?
Well, 2 Street Pizza is closed. I worked there a long time, but they're closed now. That was like my neighborhood. That was in my neighborhood spot.
Got it.
But
So
yeah,
you're-
none of the other big ones. No.
So you're a Philly guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Where'd you grow up?
South Philly, 2nd Street.
2nd Street?
Yep.
Oh,
There you
shit.
go.
The
Let's go.
mummers and
2
everything?
Street, fired up.
Love that.
Shout
I
out
love
to
that.
Street Bar, dude.
Are you a
2 Street
mummer?
Pub.
Yes.
What's
course.
your brigade?
Carolium.
Nice. Are you guys like what are you part of like fancy
Wenches. Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Every year?
Every year.
Does it shut down on January 1st?
Yep.
I like
Yes,
that.
we do.
Yeah, nice. Good move. Good move.
I like that.
Got to start working early. Got a
Yeah.
5 a.m. shift
Yeah,
for the beer,
yeah,
dude.
yep.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Very
The
nice.
wenches need you, man.
Yep.
So you started under Tony Luke working at the ballpark. Did you take anything from the Tony Luke cheesesteak that you've kind of inspired what you guys have here? Or is it?
I wouldn't say I took anything from their cheesesteak, but I definitely learned a ton working for Nikki over there.
Oh, so you worked for the dad.
For
the son?
well, yeah, Nikki's one of the sons. Yeah,
Got it.
yeah.
That was before they had the whole shit.
Yeah, and I worked under him. I worked it a lot of the time at their commissary. Wasn't even on the grill, but I learned a ton about food and
Really?
yeah. So that was
So it's funny. You and Maddie over here actually have a Tony Luke.
We have a Tony Luke connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what's that?
I made a song with Tony Luke about a year ago.
Oh wow.
Everybody, you should check it out. What's it called, Matt?
Look, dude, I didn't learn it might be called Flippy Flops. I don't know. I'd have to double check. It's exactly what it's called.
So fucking banger, a summer banger. People
way.
run up the numbers because we only got a couple more weeks of the summer, baby.
Hit up Flippy Flops, dude. Let it rip. Remind my
Cool.
family and friends that that's a thing that exists, and ruin barbecues for me. Yeah, yeah, man. We've studied under Tony Luke. So you said he learned a lot of stuff. Is it a lot of just like how to run a restaurant, or more of like how to
Just the food side of
Yeah.
it, you know. Just they put a lot of passion into it. They they didn't just throw anything together. Everything was fresh, and that's kind of what I brought here. Everything. I mean, and they were already doing that here. I put my own little touch on things once I became the owner.
Okay.
I gotta ask, what role?
Lycios.
Okay.
Lycios,
Yeah.
shout out my
Lycios.
classmates.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why not Amorosos or why not what's the other big one?
Versus?
Sarcones.
Yeah, we've had Sarcones.
Okay.
I
don't have to say why not,
I just find that Lycios has been the most consistent for us.
Got it. Yeah, because that's a thing with people, man.
Oh yeah, it's huge.
Like
It's
I was an
huge.
Amoroso guy growing up, and then I started working in the bar business, and it was Lycios. So I think I became a Lycios roll guy.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
I remember when Wawa stopped doing Amoroso.
Mm-hmm.
You would have thought they said they were closing up shop.
Right.
Yeah, they were going out of business.
Yeah,
People freaked.
yeah.
So
It's a big deal.
One thing that I want to know is like you hear about it all the time, like just with like how high it is just to run a business, but with you and stuff, food costs, and
Mhm.
logistics, and everything. What's it take to like run a business in 2024 right now?
It's hard. It's hard. We're constantly having to raise our prices, and people don't love that. But we're getting nailed on the other end. It ain't like we're putting more in our pockets, But,
Sure.
that's the hardest part is dealing with that, the ever changing cost of everything. Not just the food. The bills go up. Rent
So even like
goes
the
up,
rent, the
and-
electric,
Yeah, everything. And nothing. Nothing stays the same anymore.
nothing's ever fixed cost.
Yeah, it's
anymore.
crazy. Is it just like raising along with it, or do you have to get creative to find ways where you can kind of save a little money here, save a little money there, type thing?
Yeah, you can't really. I mean, the cost is the cost. I mean, I try to save a little bit by going to different places, to different vendors to purchase food. Some will have a better deal on it, but I mean, if you're going to get quality stuff, you're going to pay for it. You know?
It's fair.
Could be like the Taco Bell. Taco Bell apparently, like they got all the shit about their ground beef and all the meats they use. Apparently, they use like end of life cows
Don't
to
tell
get
me
the
that.
ground
I love
beef.
the bell. I love
Well,
the bell.
it's a good thing. It's
Love
good.
the fourth meal.
They're not raising them to take them back down. They let them die naturally, and then they ground it up. Is there anything like? Are you familiar with what it looks like on the actual sourcing side?
No. Well, I actually learned a little bit about a lot actually from this company that I'm getting the steak from now. That I didn't even know that this was a thing, but a lot of times when you go and get a cheesesteak, it's ribeye. It's from a dairy cow, so it was it did its job as a dairy cow, and then they moved on from it and used it for meat. But it's not that great of meat.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about that, and they came and explained this to me, and they put this in front of me, and they're, this is from a steer, and I'm like, okay, whatever. So I took one bite, and I'm like, wow,
You could taste the difference.
I could tell the difference.
Really?
Yeah.
What was the big
absolutely.
difference, like taste wise?
It was just more tender and just more flavorful.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What's the big seller here?
The cheesesteaks are the biggest.
Okay.
Chicken cutlets are my favorite.
I
and
heard you guys have awesome chicken cutlets.
Yeah, that's what I recommend to people.
Okay. I do like it. And the funny thing is about chicken cutlets is, as popular they are in the city, I feel like it's so hard to find a good one.
Yeah, right. You can find a good cheesesteak in within a mile of here, there's 10 top-notch cheesesteaks.
He looked at me. The guy was crazy. South Jersey guy. They
No, literally 10 like iconic shops that you've definitely heard of within a mile and a half. So.
I'm like, he's like, what's your favorite cheesesteak? I'm like, yeah, there's great cheesesteaks out there, but like the one that's like the closest to me around the corner is, I think, just as good. It's not like the best of the best, but it's serviceable and you can get it in 15 minutes instead of waiting in a 30-minute line to get it.
Right.
I don't know, dude. I've heard all this stuff about all the cheesesteak guys working together. It feels like there's an Illuminati of cheesesteak places where you're all just sowing discourse so we all try your places together. Dude.
Yeah, dude. What if you guys band together and got the prices down?
Right? Yeah. What are they gonna do then?
I love that.
Get the ribeye cows, man. Get the dairy cows.
The cheesesteak council.
There you go.
Yeah, the high council.
Call up Tony Luke. Let's get him on.
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna answer my calls anymore.
Song didn't really go gold, so
not great. Yeah.
Not even silver.
What can he do, dude?
Unless the people run it up.
Yeah, sure. We'll get him next time.
What's one thing that like people would be surprised on that you like spend on, like maybe not even food stuff, but like napkins or something like that? Like
all the paper supplies cost. You know what cost me the most, to be honest with you, is keeping criminals out since I bought this place.
Really?
I spent the most money on building that gate back there and like reinforcing the windows and seriously.
Oh my
cameras, all that. Yeah, I that's probably been like my most the one cost that I didn't see coming in.
Got it. What's in the back? Just like
we have storage. We have a freezer, walk-in freezer. Like that was broken into one time before we didn't have the fence.
Oh my god, dude!
They broke in and stole like a hunk of meat. It was like a couple years back.
Just raw meat?
Yep, and a bag of pepperoni.
No shit, damn. I'm sorry about that, dude. I was hungry. That's my bad. I was starving that night.
Dude, that's
insane. Yeah.
Just the thing.
Wasn't what I expected. Yeah.
Sure, of course.
Just the things it takes to run a business in Philadelphia now.
It's got to be, man.
Yeah.
The amount of stress got to be nonstop.
But is it kind of sick? Like you own a cheesesteak.
Oh, it's cool.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Like this comes from you. Cool. It's like the pursuit of happiness, kind of like with you start in 2004.
Yeah, you
at the ballpark, and now you have your own
work
joint.
your way up. Yeah, it really is. Yeah, it's called full circle. And,
nice. So what's the plan in 5 years? Would you want to franchise this place, or
I don't know about a franchise. There's definitely a Shanks too going to be in the future.
Too?
Yeah,
nice.
Me and my wife had talked about maybe down the shore or something.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, so over in South Jersey, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah. Not so bad after all.
There's a shortage. So.
There is a
God
shortage.
damn it.
Should cheesesteak shops should they expand more? You see Wawa kind of going westward now. Like, do you think cheesesteaks should be like, hey, maybe Ohio has a terrible cheesesteak?
I don't know how it hasn't.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, I hear everybody says it's just the bread. It's the bread. The bread's not the same. I mean, because the meat is the meat. You can get the meat anywhere, but they say it's the bread. Can't get it out there.
Yeah. The water, something in the Philly water, dude.
That's what they
so
say.
it's like bagels with New York. New York people come down like the bagels aren't the same.
Yeah, right.
Bagels are fine.
Oh,
that's what it's got to be the order. What else is different?
Yeah, there's really nothing else.
Right.
Beautiful Delaware, baby.
Exactly, right?
I mean, Delaware River.
Well, I got to ask you. I mean, as somebody who owns it's one of the most famous regional foods, like a cheesesteak in Philly is world renowned. Could you think of 3 other cities and their famous food that you could rank that's close to a Philly cheesesteak?
I don't really know. I haven't been to too many of them, to be honest.
Like a Boston lobster roll, Southwest
Chicago
Mexican.
pizza.
Chicago beef. I like the beef.
Oh, yeah.
The beefs are really good.
I've heard that's really good. I haven't had one, though.
Okay.
Do you get sick of cheesesteaks?
No.
Wow.
I eat cheesesteaks 3 times a week.
Okay. I think that's good. If you own a cheesesteak shop and you only eat 3 times a week, I think that's actually modest.
Yeah, sometimes more, but I'd say on average 3.
I'd say it'd be a tough thing to sell if you owned a cheesesteak place and you're like, I'm fucking sick of them.
Yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't.
Yeah, I bounce back and forth between the cutlets and the cheesesteaks.
Nice.
Cheesesteaks.
So we know Shank's is the best in the city. What are your other favorites?
Other than Shank?
Well, Shank's the best.
Shank's number one. Shank's number one.
That's tough, man. I really haven't been to too many of them lately. So back in the day, Jim's on South Street was always my go-to.
So
that was my go-to. Tony Luke's. Always like them. Tony and Nick's now.
Tony and Nick's.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know. I haven't been to Angelo's.
You haven't been to
Shame
Angelo's?
on me. I haven't been there.
How many people can tell you how good it is until you're like, you know what, I'll just take your word for it and I won't sit in line for an hour.
Yeah, I just wish I could just get my hands on the roll and slap my own on there. You
Roll
know?
is cool. Yeah,
Because that's what I hear. It's the roll.
yeah, the roll is a very good roll. Do you experiment any? I know you guys have the Philly special, which you put scrapple in, and that's what I'm gonna get because I never really had scrapple growing up, so I'm really excited to try it and stuff.
Wow.
Nice.
So, how do you experiment and stuff?
I just like you said, you can't eat a cheesesteak every day, but if you vary it a little bit, then it works out. Like we have one that's got long hots and bacon on it,
Nice,
and mayonnaise.
nice.
It's not on the menu yet. A lot of people know about it because we ran a special on it. It's on our online menu, but not here. It's called the John.
The joint.
Nice.
Okay.
And put a little bit of mayonnaise on it. We toast the roll.
Ooh.
Long hots, bacon.
God,
Cooper
that's
Sharp.
Good. I'm starving.
Yeah.
I'm just
people
waiting
get,
out this podcast till I can eat. Dude. I can't wait.
Do people get upset when you kind of mess with the cheesesteak a little bit, or you kind of just like, screw you, it's my business?
Nobody gets upset. I mean, you don't have to order it if you don't like it.
I like
Just
that.
get the traditional if that's how you.
Sure.
See, I'm big into when you bring up a cheesesteak, everybody has their favorite spot. If you go to Pat's and Gino's, you're a tourist and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just like, dude, it all does the same thing.
Yeah.
It all goes in our belly.
Yeah.
Whatever you like is what you like.
And it's hard to find a bad one, to be honest.
Truly,
It's- They're average maybe, but there's not really many bad ones.
100%.
Absolutely. I'm like, dude, I'm drunk regardless. I'm going to enjoy it. It's kind of rule. I can't wait. Dude. Yeah.
Awesome, man. Well, hey, do you have anything else?
No, this was great. Thanks for stopping
Yeah.
on, man. Thanks for letting us
no.
hang out here. This was
Cool,
a
man.
lot
Yeah,
of fun.
Thanks for coming, man. It's
Absolutely.
fun.
Dude, if this podcast blows up, maybe we can get our own little cheesesteak
There
on
you
the
go, man. Yeah.
There you
Kyle and Matt. It's just mayonnaise and bread.
Yep.
It's the whitest guy sandwich of all time.
American cheese orange.
Yeah.
And just potatoes because that's my family crop.
All right,
there you go.
It all
Man,
went
I'll
belly
eat it.
up in Ireland.
All right.
I'll eat it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Hey, come down to Shank's Original
Shank's Original.
and get you a cheesesteak.
Columbus Boulevard.
It's a diamond in the rough.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Ed, thanks so much, man.
Thank you,
Dude,
guys. Appreciate it.
No, thank you for them.
Thanks,
All
man.
right.
man.
Yeah.
Really appreciate
Usually we're getting kicked out of places.
No,
You
no,
invited
man.
us in.
Hell yeah, man.
I like that. Yeah. All right, well, that's the episode. We got to go get some cheesesteaks.
Yes.
From Shank's Originals. Thank you to Shank's for letting us sit out here and bother customers and talk to Ed, the owner, and everything.
Yeah,
Come
man.
by if you're ever on Delaware Ave and you're heading anywhere on Delaware Ave. It's a diamond in the rough. You can't miss it. Any dates you got to plug?
Yeah, I got a couple coming up. September 7th, we'll be at the Talk More Cafe, I think it's called, in Philly. We have a lot of stuff at the end of August that I've overbooked myself. So check out the Instagram. I'm posting those up. Check the flyers. Come hang out to a show if you're a fan of the pod. I think you'll enjoy my stand-up comedy. And yeah, come hang, dude.
Yeah, I actually don't even know how many people are going to make it to the end, but if you do, we are going to do a live show.
Yes.
We have a date in mind. I don't want to say it yet. One, because I don't remember it. Two, because I don't want to say it yet because we haven't really booked anything. But we are going to do a live show where we want people to come out and we'll pull you from the live audience. You'll come up on stage. You'll, do it. Tell us what you do, and it's just going to be a podcast, except it's going to be live.
Same thing. It'll be the same thing you're seeing now.
Yeah.
We'll just be in front of you and drinking. So
Yeah.
that'll be really it.
Yep. So, hey, thanks everybody for tuning in. Our blue collar furries, our white collar furries, and our middle class furries.
Forres.
Peace.